Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to our time together for Toddler Time. So glad you could join us. You know, it's almost Halloween because Saturday's going to be Halloween. So I hope you're ready for it. So today we're going to do our time and we're going to do our craft today and we're going to be making a spooky tree. How about that? So all you need is a pair of scissors and just brown paper bag, okay? So while Mom's finding that for us, we're going to get started with our story today. And the story we're doing today is called Halloween Tree. And so that's why I thought we'd do the craft today of Halloween trees. Now, boy, that's kind of a spooky looking tree. Can you see it? Ooh, it's kind of a Halloween spooky looking tree. Christmas Tree Farm bustled with excitement. Carols played as familiar as families moved up and down the rows of tall pine trees, exclaiming, "This one is beautiful," or "That one is perfect." No, I'm not reading a Christmas story. This is actually a Halloween story. Looking at the fancy decorated tree at the front, one sapling grumbled, "I don't like lights, I don't like decorations, and I don't like people." You can imagine it's that grumpy tree right there. As trees disappeared off the lot, the little tree mumbled, "I don't want to be a Christmas tree. I never want to leave this spot." He's being a grumpy tree, isn't he? The little trees listened as the other saplings buzzed with anticipation. "I can't wait," a sprite whispered. "Colored lights," one sighed. "I hope I get a star on my top," said another. The little tree grumbled, "I don't want to be a Christmas tree, and I'm not going to." As the little tree grew, its limbs became gnarled and twisted. Every time needles sprouted, thoughts of being decorated with lights and ornaments made them turn brown and fall off. The tree looked nothing like the others. One day, all the trees on the lot disappeared, all except one. Especially, eventually, houses began to appear, and with houses came families. By then, the tree had grown tall and broad. Its limbs were twisted and covered with strange knots. One summer, the tree heard children's voices coming near and scoffed, "Ugh, people." "Yikes!" a boy called Ben cried. "That tree looks grumpy." Does kind of look grumpy, doesn't it? What if you saw one like that in your yard? Would you be scared of it? "I like it," his sister Sarah said as she touched a branch. "It's so creepy. I dare you to climb it," their friend Thomas said, challenged her. Sarah pulled herself up into the tree and sat on a cozy bough. "It's a pirate ship," she shouted and waved from the others to join her. All the children climbed aboard. You ever seen something that kind of looked like something and they made it? Yeah, so they're making a pirate ship out of that tree with its branches. It's funny what your imagination can do with it. I remember my neighbors had a big old gas tank and I would straddle it like a horse and pretend like it's my horse. When the neighborhood kids needed a hideout, the tree became their fort. When they played astronauts and aliens, it was their spaceship. And one foggy day, the tree even turned into a dragon. Do you see the dragon? You see the dragon? Spaceship? They just used their imaginations to make it all kinds of things, didn't they? When winter came, a cold wind blew, and the other children didn't come out to play. The tree, with its limbs empty, stood all alone. On a snowy afternoon, the tree watched as Sarah and Ben's father carried a large bundle to the house. That night, a Christmas tree appeared in the window. I don't like lights. I don't like decorations. And I don't like people, the tree whispered. But he couldn't turn away. How do you think he's feeling? Think he's feeling kind of lonely? And next year, the same thing happened. The kids played in the branches until the snow began to fall. And the tree wished for lights and decorations and people, things it had never wanted before. One spring, the tree tried to make its needles grow properly, but after years trying to stop them, they came to looking all wrong. By summer, they had fallen off. A few months later, Sarah and Ben's parents were decorating for Halloween. Their father looked across the yard and said, "That is one horrible old tree. We should cut it down," their mother agreed. "Not now," the tree thought. "Not now that my limbs are full and happy of children." You know, they're still playing on it. Under the branches, Sarah whispered, "No, they can't. We have to save our tree," Thomas cried. "I know what to do," Ben said, and whispered his plan to the other kids. They climbed down and raced away to gather supplies. What do you think they're going to do? Remember, it's Halloween. When they came back, Ben was already up in the tree, wedging a huge jack-o'-lantern in a nook. They all climbed up, and from the tree branches, they hung white and orange lights, cobwebs made from string, rubber spiders, cardboard cats and bats, ghosts, witches, and skeletons. Now, do they think? Making it a Halloween tree? That night, the parents and all the neighbors gathered to admire the tree. The children danced beneath, shouting, "Trick or treat," to each other. "I guess I was wrong," the tree thought. "I do like lights. I do like decorations. And I do like people. I love being a Halloween tree." All right. That's a pretty good story. Do you have a Halloween tree in your house, maybe? Oh, I can think of things you could do. You know, if you really wanted to do a Halloween tree, you could go find a tree that's a little scrub tree or something and cut it down and put it in a little bucket or something. And then you can hang all kinds of things on it. You can make some bats to hang on it, or you can make some ghosts to hang on it, or pumpkins or whatever. So there's some things you can make a Halloween tree and put in your room. Okay? All right, now we're ready to make our Halloween, our spooky tree. Now what I've done here is this is a very simple project. Just got brown paper bag and I will take the scissors. And what I'm going to do is I've just, well, excuse me, dropped it. All right, I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut some strips up so hard, like this. Cut strips all about the same. And it doesn't matter, you can make them as wide as you want or as narrow as you want. Cut one. Maybe one more. All right, so see, taking these and I've just done that. Now I'm going to take it and turn it right side up, and I'm going to take the base like this, okay? And I'm just going to kind of open it just a little bit. Okay? But I'm going to take it, and now keep my hand to hold it down. I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to give it a twist right there in the middle. Kind of twist it kind of hard. Now you see, I've still got my base, that's like the roots, okay? And I took it and I twisted it kind of hard. Now, where we cut the strips like this, I'm going to take several strips and I'm going to take them and just twist them. Take them and twist them like that. And take a couple more strips here. Take them, twist them. Yes. And give them a good twist like that. Some more strips. Take them. Take them and twist them. That. Couple more. That. Like you take your hair sometimes and kind of twist your hair. Okay. I'm just taking these, I'm just taking them and twisting them like that. Some more. All right, so then you can kind of take it and twist them anyway, whatever. And if you want to decorate that, you could. Or you could, if you want to make a fall tree out of it, you could put some yellow and orange leaves on it. Maybe. Okay, so there you have taken and made your spooky looking tree. How about that? Pretty neat, isn't it? Well, I do hope that you have a good Halloween and a safe Halloween. Don't eat too much candy because you don't want tummy ache on Saturday and Sunday. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to see you next week. We'll be in November next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.